morning, everybody. I have a Blazer coming in to do some rust repair. Coming from Cincinnati. I guess right at the tailgate. Needs some work, and I'm thinking one of the floorboards up front, some minor stuff, but it's pretty solid. Georgia Blazer. It is been purchased by a guy in Cincinnati, and we're going to get it. I'm going to get it buttoned up, get it all straightened around for him, and then he is going to do an LS swap. I'm getting the shop all opened up this morning. I think I need to get some scraps out of here. All right, while I'm waiting on that Blazer to come in, I'm gonna do a little bit of checking on this thing. Gotta figure out why the fans didn't come on, number one. I think I know why. All right. Ain't that slick? I love that. Exhaust is out of the way. All right. Get some light on the subject. All right. The fan wires come down right here. Come down into there and tag in right there. And that was my fault because I was under the understanding I could tag into the temperature sensor. You can't. That ain't good. Okay. I'm going to separate that. Let's check something. Get rid of zip ties. Alright. So that let's pull that up here. If I can find the end of it. All right, so I got it tagged into the temperature sensor, and that ain't gonna work because it's a gradual increase. It don't turn on, it just slowly spins. All right. So here's the fan. Nope. That is the temperature sensor right there. All right, find me some black tape, fix that. Okay. Unhook the other wire, and let's see if we burnt the fans up. Okay. So the fans still work. What I need to do instead of running it through a sensor, I'm going to run the wires back up and hook into the ignition switch. When the key comes on, the fans will come on. That'll be just fine. Okay, so I got that figured out. Now, as far as up front, I gotta go check it out. Don't want to lean in the grease. When I greased everything up, I didn't wipe nothing down. I don't like being greasy. All right. Now let's see how this is wired. Let's see, I couldn't get the heater to come on. So we'll turn the key on. Nothing. Okay. Same way with the headlight. Nothing. Okay. I know we ran this about 15 minutes and the hour meter is not working too. So I'm going to pop this dash off here. And see what's unhooked. Something is obviously just not hooked up. So I'm assuming that goes there. Here's the water temperature. Why would there be black wire on the positive? Okay, I'm gonna go get my meter. Set that up there. Let's see. We got what looks like a power right there. Got 12 volts. And 12 volts there. We should not have power. Let's see, the key's off. Let's check this. I've got 12 volts to everything. Yeah. All right, let's check down here. Why do I have 12 volts to everything here? Okay, there's 0. Nothing. 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 And nothing. Okay. What is this bottom gauge? Hour meter. Okay. Oh yeah, this is gonna be so much fun. Yippee. Yip, 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 yip. All right, let's see. Right there. I've got 12 volts to it. That shouldn't have any power until the key is on. All right, I'm gonna have to figure this one out. All right, I think I got it figured out. One of the wires down here was backwards. Two of the grounds weren't hooked up. And I'm going to connect them all into one to make a better ground. Temperature gauge should work now. That ground just wasn't even hooked up. It was stuffed up under here. The hour meter's working. The headlight is working, which I took that headlight off. I got a bar light. I just got to get some more connectors to get it going right. I'm gonna take all these lugs off here. And connect them into one, and then put one ground lug to the body. All right. All into one ground. I love it. And get that hooked back up here. All right. Now, let's see. That hanging back up here. Now all the gauges move, so we're good to go. All right. Now, I'm not done up under there because I am going to hook up the fans. I'll probably just go ahead and put a toggle switch on that. I can see the gauge real good from the seat, so when it gets up, yeah, probably 150, 160 degrees, I'll go ahead and flip that switch. But it'll also be hooked into the ignition switch. That way, if I forget, it'll shut off. Meantime, I got a really clean Blazer. Came in, and it needs just a little bit of work. Along the rockers on this side, we'll check all this out, make sure nothing is soft. Right in the corner on the back, behind the driver's seat and passenger seat, which is amazing because normally they are totally gone. This side, it's got some surface rust on there, but man, that is nothing compared to an Ohio vehicle. All right, let's get started. He brought a bunch of parts. We are not going to use all those, but he brought anything that he thought we might need. And all right, let's get started. I've never done this before, but hey, that worked out real nice. All right, window is down. Wow, that's nice. A little bit back here. Here, I'll bring you in, show you what I'm looking at. It looks like some putty, seam sealer or something on it, but that right there needs fixed. And I'm gonna clean this stuff up, make sure everything is solid for him. Yeah, that one's a little bit rough. We'll figure it out. He had another Blazer we was gonna do for him, but it was literally gone. And he run across this one. And I think he made a wise choice because, man, this thing is clean. He has an LS engine to go down in it. He wants to do a mild lift on it, I guess. I had one just about like it, but it was brown, had 44-inch Super Swampers on it. I loved it. Man, you could crawl through all them trails. But yeah, he brought a whole bunch of parts here. I'm gonna get them out and see what all we got. How unheard of is that? Bolts are just coming right out. All right, get into it a little easier now. Get in here and clean that up a bit. Somebody tried to catch it before it got too bad and put some seam sealer on it. Looks like we got a little bit of work to do right here, a little bit of work to do right here, and a little bit of work to do right here. Other than that, just rebuild the bottom of that, which is really nothing major. I'll see about getting that piece off there and make a new one and do a little floor repair. Alright, got rid of that seam sealer back there, and it looks like gonna replace this corner. Alright, to make it simple, I do not have the floor rib, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make one. Let's see, let's make it 1 inch. Alright, there's our first bend right there. We need 3/16, then 1 3/4, and 3/16. Okay, so we're going to make our own panel. All right, now I gotta go check the next dimension. Between there is 1 5/8. Okay, then we need our 1 3/16 or 3/16. Alright, did me a little test piece, make sure everything's gonna come out right. I'm gonna bend this up and then go test fit it. And if everything comes out right, then I'll bend the actual piece out. let's see what she looks like. Size looks pretty good. It's off a little bit. I got a little bit too tight of bends, so I loosened those bends up a little bit. See, that angle's not quite as steep as I have, which shrunk the overall size. But the center looks good. Center looks good. The bottom looks good. I need to take some bend out of it. But other than that, the size is perfect. Let's see. I'm gonna be replacing this side out to right here. I think it'll work just fine. Okay. I'm gonna raise the brake press up a little bit and I'm gonna run the piece. Final product looks like. Line right up. Line right up. And line right up. Hey, I think we got her. Alright. Since I'm going to be cutting that panel out right above the gas filler, I'm going to move this filler neck out of my way just to make sure I don't go boom. Alright, it came off. It was not fun, but back in there, like so. Hook it back up. Come on. Whew. That way we have no open fumes. We don't need no fumes. So, got that on there. Man, I hate these style of clamps. All right, that's out of the way. Now, I'm gonna let it down. All right. These are all good down on the factory seam. I don't want to mess with that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that right there, about like that right there. I'm going to slide this in here, just like that. And I'm going to mark it. All right. Now, I left my tape measure over there. Never fear, we still got a way to do it. We're at 12 7/8. All right, now gonna eyeball that curve. It don't have to be perfect. Get us in the vicinity, and then we can trim as we go. All right. That'll get us in to there. I'm gonna have to cut here. I don't have to cut that side, it ain't even there. I'll cut this side so I can slide it back in. All right, it's trimmed, ready to go in. I got it lined up here. There we go. It's all lined up with the ribs. Fits in here nice, fits in there. Now, I need to transfer this angle down like that. Just like so. Yeah, something like that. That ain't right. Okay. It's more like that. And you'll see the reason I'm doing it this way. Here in a minute. Yeah, I like that. And then trace the outside here, trace the outside there. Okay. Looks good to me. All right. Put a lip around that. So when I get the other panel on, when I cut this off and put a new panel, I'm going to run it down underneath this panel, and I'm going to weld that on there. There's nothing for slush or anything like that to stick on. If it comes up from the tire underneath, it'll hit the inside of this, and it's a smooth shot all the way off of it. Once I get it all welded up, I'll seam seal around that, and it'll be virtually better. It'll be so much better than the factory was. Before, the way they had that is this panel come down, you can see the lip right here. That had a lip all the way around it. When that comes down, anything that slings up from the tire sits on top of this lip, and that's what eats that stuff out. This bracket under here for the fuel tube is what causes this, because that's right where they were spot welded on there. That'll all be gone. That'll be cured. That area should never rust again. Once I clean this out, I'm going to undercoat down inside the best I can. Undercoat this panel before I put it on, so that'll be clean. Cut this out, weld it on, and this section will be done. The issue I'm having right now is I have to go get wire wheels and a couple cutters and some rags because I used the last one. All right, well, have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate all the views, subscriptions, and all this good stuff. It really helps the channel out. If you liked what I did today, please comment and let me know. Make sure you're subscribed so you get notifications of when the next video's on.